7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap.
Hello, friends, Romans, cuntheads, lend me your anuses. Is that how it goes?
You know, close enough, really.
Close enough. Okay. I couldn't exactly remember the quote.
If they were overthrowing Caligula and not Julius Caesar, I could see it.
Okay.
I'm a little disturbed.
I mean, this is my channel, so if you're not at least a little disturbed at some point, then I'm probably doing shit wrong. So.
Well, hey, somebody is clearly disturbed because, like I told you before we went live, somebody is currently being loaded up into ambulances.
Oh, nice. Nice. I like it. What's up, Thumbs? We got Thumbs. We got Lead Lace. Shadow Bear's here. Brian Knight's here. Welcome to just a fun, stupid Saturday night show. Let me adjust my camera because I think it was off. I don't know what the fuck I did.
So,
see, Shadow Bear said it. Lend me your rears. That would have fucking sounded so much better. So much better. All right. Well, you know.
I mean, it could be worse. We could have our leaders at Cola and our shenanigans.
Yeah. What's up,
and our
Mr.
Johnny Chimpos.
Ah, I love having the weekend off.
That's one of the reasons why I enjoy working in a manufacturing plant. Like, yeah, I just got an email the other day. They're saying, oh, hey, we're closing the plant on this day. You can either take it as an unpaid day or use PTO. I'm like, I've been out all week. I'm not wasting any more PTO. I'll take a free unpaid day off.
No. What's up, Mojo and Tacos? Mr. Tacos and French fries. Oh, how's everybody's weekend going? I hope it's going well. Oh, let's see. Oh, Honda's texting me. Honda is technically here, but not.
He here in spirit? Like
that's his icon on the screen. He's just fucking went to go get some kind of nasty ass fucking food.
He went to go take a piss. He went to go add the chemicals to the water.
He texted me. He fucking said, "Oh, I'm in the chat, but I got to go get something to eat. I'll be back." I was like, "All right, cool, whatever." He went to go get fucking Chipotle. Ugh. Fucking Chipotle. Buy some real Mexican food, man. Chipotle nasty ass.
Lead Lace has a good one for you in the chat. If you want to get a little, zesty.
There's a foreign national from Bangladesh that's now a Virginia state rep behind the gun bans. These fuckers need to be banned for life from holding arms. Yeah, so the guy that wrote the Virginia gun ban, which I don't think it's been signed yet, right? But it's on the governor's desk, if I remember correctly. But I don't think it's been signed yet. The guy that wrote it is a Bangladeshi immigrant, fucking Islamist, who, like, what the fuck? I'm sorry.
It basically bans everything.
If that's, and look, there are a lot of people that immigrate here that come here fully fucking respecting and seeking out what we have here in the United States of America. And I don't know what you do about that, because it is basically to the point to where, you know what? Maybe much like the presidency, if you weren't born here, you can't hold political office, because you're going to come here and start fucking writing laws that violate the Constitution. Then maybe you shouldn't be in a position to where you can write those kinds of fucking laws. You know what I mean?
I agree.
And that sucks to say. Like, I wish I didn't have to fucking like be of that mindset, because there are so many people here that, and throughout my entire lifetime and throughout the entire, you know, existence of our country, there have been many people who immigrated here from everywhere else in the world that came here because they wanted to be a part of the United States of America. But
Well,
now
that's
it's
like,
being abused.
yeah, like when I worked at my previous job, a certain big mega corporation that is in the retail space, and I completed my training to be an agent on the ATF FFL license. My first sale was to a guy who immigrated from Malaysia, and he's like, "This is one of the reasons why I came to America, is because we have the right to have this stuff."
Yeah.
And I felt kind of proud, like I'm like, yeah, he gets it.
Yep. I don't know, because if people are, you know, going to come here and try and destroy what the United States is, then they shouldn't be able to have a position of power that allows them to further that goal.
Now, has our nation's history been great? No. But
And
point to one country in this world that's not had a black mark on their history.
oh, look, it's not that. I mean, yeah, has it been great? No, but has it been better than everywhere else? Yes. So
We have the best per capita isn't the word, but like we are such a young country, but we've accomplished and done so much.
yes.
Well, yeah, like I just saw this, you know, that Caleb Hammer guy that does those financial audit things
Yeah.
on YouTube? I saw a clip someone sent me to on TikTok where he was raging at a blue-haired girl. He's like, "What? You're not patriotic?" She's like, "Well, don't you see the color of my hair? You can't be blue-haired and patriotic." And he just starts going, "No, we spend 50% of our tax revenue to social programs." He's naming them all off, and she's like, "No, that's not true."
Oh god, fucking retards.
Do you see the one where it was? I don't know how they got on that subject, but they started arguing that Islam is the most progressive religion for women, and that they were claiming that all the oppression you see in like predominantly Islamic countries is just media bias.
Okay.
And then they were like, "Hey, why don't you move back to the country that has Islam that you love so much?"
Yeah, there
Why are
you go.
living
The best
here?
part was like they're on that show because they're in debt, and they say that like they are practicing Muslims, and he throws it back and he says, "Then you're a bad Muslim because that goes against your faith, is being in like poor financial standing."
Oh, what's that guy's name? The fat guy? I like him.
Caleb Hammer.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, like I know I'm not the best with managing my finances, but like when I listen to him just rip a new one to like all these wokies, I go, at least I can feel a little bit better about myself.
I mean, you should try to have as little debt as possible, because if
Oh
things
yeah,
go
I'm working
bad,
on that.
If things go bad, and they probably will, mathematically the economy will eventually implode. It's just a matter of when, you know. Yeah, like if you have debt at that point, like it's gonna be real tough for you.
Here's the thing: things have got to go incredibly bad to the point where money doesn't matter anymore for people to start forgetting about your debt. They
Or
will
like
still
money's
come.
worth so little, like $1,000 in debt's like fucking $10 or something. You know?
Yeah.
Well, then if that happens, then they just raise the value of whatever your debt is to accommodate for that loss in from inflation. That's what they do with housing and shit. Oh, your house is now worth $100,000 more than it was last year. Wait, how the fuck is that possible? I couldn't sell it for any more than that. Oh, well, because we said so. So now you owe us more tax money.
No,
Vanguard.
because you painted your fence
You don't
a
even have
new
to
color.
do anything. You don't even have to do anything. Just every year, oh, somehow your house is worth exponentially more than it was last year. Pay us more taxes.
Well, it's because of
Oh.
Vanguard and State Street and you know, like BlackRock and all of these other, and then not to mention foreign nationals. Like if you live in China, and you happen to make some good coin, the chances or the return on investment in China is significantly lower than return on investment on housing or real estate in the United States. So they buy a lot of it here. So yeah, there's like houses are being bought from underneath us from people who need them, and not to mention all of the illegal immigrants who are here taking up space. Like, how much does that add to the cost of housing? It's a supply and demand problem. And when you continue to add to the demand by letting people in, well, not that they're letting people in, but at this point, but with how many people are in the country that were let in, of course the demand's going to be higher. Of course the cost of housing is going to be higher. Of course the price of your labor is going to be less because you're competing with more people for those jobs. Like, it's making us all poor. And everyone's like, oh, I love the immigrants. Yeah, like, how's your fucking bank account doing? How's your credit card debt? You know?
It's great. I've got the best credit card debt. It's the greatest, most gigantic credit card debt ever. Yep.
I'm working on getting my credit card debt to as low as possible.
Man, I'll tell you all a life hack. You really can't have much credit card debt if you only have $1,000 limit.
Well, see, the problem is like I'll get progress of getting mine paid off, and then they up my interest rates, and then my balance goes up, and I'm like, you motherfuckers.
I don't know, I use my credit card, and then I pay it off. So if there's something that I have money to buy, I will use my credit card to buy it, even though I have the money. And if there's something that I don't have money to buy, I will not use my credit card, even though I could.
That's how I am. Like, now if I'm like, oh, I need gas, sure, I'll just use my credit card. But if it's like, oh, I want to buy this, I don't know, a grill, I have to have the money already in my bank account to do it. And
see, what got me in trouble was surprise bills, and I just threw it on that, and I was an idiot.
How the fuck are you boys?
Another one.
How do you feel about the war in Iran? I haven't talked to you about this, man.
Man, I'm just so glad that in 48 hours, Trump's going to start attacking their electrical infrastructure. That can't go wrong at all.
You mean after he said it was winding down?
Didn't you see mission was accomplished? We got him, boys.
He said he was winding them down on the same day they were shipping 2,500 Marines over there on Navy ships.
Well, you know, just in case they get froggy.
That I should not make on public YouTube and get Matt's chat taken down.
Well, look.
Or, you know, having the police show up.
Yes. So I will not make those comments.
Well, I mean, here's a question for you. And I'm not saying I know any better than anybody else. You know, it's not like I have insider information that other people don't have. But let's say, for the sake of argument, for you know, that Trump is correct about Iran having the fissile material to assemble 11 nukes, as their negotiator said to us, ending negotiations that led up to the bombing, to the initial bombing.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if they actually did have that much.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's
because I think just today I read somewhere that Iran has a missile that's capable of reaching and hitting our base on Diego Garcia, which just happened.
Look, this is as with everything, and we talked about this last night, Firefighter.
Mm-hmm.
As with everything, this isn't about nuclear weapons. Nothing is. This is about economic power. This is about us being the world police. This is about us doing whatever is necessary at any given time to maintain the economic control that we have. And yes, there may be part of it that has something to do with whether or not Iran does or doesn't get nuclear weapons and what they would or wouldn't do with that. Chances are, I mean, even if they did have nuclear weapons, they still really wouldn't be a threat to us, but they'd be a threat to a lot of people that, whether it be Israel or whoever else, they'd be a threat to a lot of other people that we control economically. It's just like we were talking about last night with Venezuela. That had nothing to do with fucking, oh, we don't like Maduro being a dictator. It isn't fucking, we don't give a shit about fucking Maduro. We don't give a fucking shit about what he does to his economy. We don't give a shit if he's a dictator or a socialist or a communist or a capitalist or fucking whatever the fuck he is. It doesn't fucking matter. We went after Venezuela because it was economically beneficial for us. Because Venezuela took all of our fucking infrastructure and all the billions of dollars we paid in Venezuela back in 2008, 2009, whatever the fuck it was, to build up an oil industry down there. And he just fucked us and took it and said, fuck you guys. And then starts working deals with China. And that threatens our economic supremacy. That threatens the petrodollar that keeps us fucking going. Iran threatening the Strait of Hormuz, even though most of our shit doesn't go through there, it does threaten everybody else's trade in the region, whether it's Iran doing it directly or they're fucking supplying and paying all the Houthis and everybody else who's fucking with every ship that goes through there, whatever the fuck it is. And it fucks with everybody else, all these other people who we went out and said, we will police the fucking world. We will police the fucking waterways. We will guarantee that your trade is unharmed if you stay on the fucking petrodollar. Because that's ultimately what all this shit boils down to, is our economic supremacy. And as a libertarian, I don't like us being world police, but as I said last night, I sure as shit understand it. I mean, the reason that we have all the shit we have, because we're never going back to a gold-backed dollar. Sorry to tell you, that ain't gonna fucking happen. Right. Petrodollar is what we're on. And if we want to fucking keep it strong and keep life in the United States relatively good, we will continue to fucking bomb the shit out of Iran and kidnap people like fucking Maduro. And we will continue to police every fucking waterway on the face of the planet that we possibly fucking can to keep the petrodollar afloat. We will do all of this if you want to still be able to fucking wake up and go to work and drive your car every fucking morning and go get fucking McDonald's or whatever the fuck you want to do and see a goddamn movie, because without that petrodollar, we go back to something along the lines of, you know, some third world fucking country. That is what...
Oh, you mean California?
Yeah, California. That is what all of this has to do with. And yes, obviously Iran getting a nuclear weapon is bad, but it's not really that bad for us. Like, Iran can't really threaten us from the other side of the fucking world with 11 nukes.
You don't think so?
They can sure as shit threaten all the people that we've fucking sat there and defended and promised we will defend if they stay on the fucking petrodollar.
They don't need a rocket to put a nuke in America.
No, they don't, but it would still be ridiculously hard for them to do so. And not that they wouldn't try, but what I'm saying is Iran is a minor level threat to us, even with nukes. But they are a large level threat to a lot of our allies and people that economically we fucking rely on.
Iran is the same level of threat as North Korea. Like,
yeah, they're a little more of a threat than North Korea, I would say.
I would say in the nuke department. Like, if they got nukes, they're the same level as North Korea.
Yeah.
Like, North Korea can't really mess with us.
Some
they can mess with Japan.
Speculation has it that they actually already have nukes, but they have old Russian nukes. So they may actually already have fucking nukes. But as far as building their own, that's a little bit different. But again, do we care that they have nukes? Yes. Do we use that as a public talking point to justify everything we're doing? Yes. Is that even 10% of the reason we're doing anything we're doing? No, it's not. It all boils down to economics. That's what it is. It's our own economic welfare that we are defending.
Well, I, for one, and I may catch shit for this later, and that's fine. I, for one, am for the war in Iran. Iran, as a country, since before I was born, has been threatening American citizens, has been funding terrorism, has been building up Islamic states across the country, across the world, excuse me, has been using their fucking platform to fucking spread hatred against anyone who's not Muslim. And no one has really said, like, no one's done anything about it. Everyone talks a hard game. You know, Bill Clinton said he was going to do something about it, never did. George Bush talked about Iran, never did anything. Obama really talked hard about bombing Iran and ended up giving them like $10 billion on a tarmac, paying them off to like do things that he wanted them to do rather than fighting them, which only enabled their fucking terrorist activities and funding across the world. I keep saying country. Biden wasn't doing shit, but did say while he was running that he would bomb Iran. So for all the people who were like, oh, like if Trump wasn't in office and this wouldn't be happening, well, maybe. Or maybe they would have done what they would have said. Same thing with Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris said that she would bomb Iran. So everybody was like down to bomb Iran. Yeah. And now it's like partisan because Trump did it, right? Yeah. And I think that 100%. If you were going to bomb Iran, I would much rather have Trump at the helm deciding what needs to get done and how than a Hillary Clinton who would be doing it for profit, or a fucking Joe Biden who would be like, I don't even know what the fuck he'd be doing, you know?
Well, I mean, we're all doing it. I mean, any president would be doing. Every president is trying to keep Iran in check for the exact same fucking reason. And like I said, it's all about our economy. That's why every president has tried to do something about Iran. Now, I think what Obama did was fucking retarded because it didn't do anything. It pushed the problem down the field to where it wasn't an immediate issue. But in the end, like you said, it just helped them fund more bullshit. And you're absolutely right about Iran. They have been a constant threat, whether it be for terrorism or whatever, and constantly fucking being an enemy against the United States, even though they couldn't really do anything. They're still very vocal on the world stage. And certainly if they had a chance, they would absolutely take a swipe at us. And make no mistake, just because I'm saying that there are underlying reasons why we're doing all the things we're doing, and any president wants to do something about Iran, even if they don't do the right things. That doesn't mean I'm not saying they don't fucking deserve it. The Ayatollah deserved to die a long fucking time ago. Iran deserves to be fucking put in check. I'm just saying it doesn't really have as much to do with fucking nukes as people are saying it does. But that does not change the fact that Iran and their government is a steaming pile of evil shit that should have been smacked down like a fucking fly in the ointment fucking years ago. And I have no problem with us fucking doing it at all.
Another thing too. Remember a couple of months ago when there were like tens of thousands of Iranians protesting in the streets, waving American flags, chanting American, like USA, USA.
Yep.
And then the Iranian regime came in and killed those people. Yep. They machine gunned them in the street. They charged the families of the people who got machine gunned in the street per bullet to get the family member back. And if you didn't pay it, and they would charge you like, you know, an exorbitant amount, I don't know what, but like more than a bullet costs per bullet that they put in your family member to get the dead body back. They put hundreds, if not thousands of people on trial and then executed them. And like, this is while the whole Nicole Good thing and Alex Pretty thing was going on in the United States, with these bleeding heart fucking retarded liberals screaming at the top of their lungs, saying how bad it was that America is like targeting citizens for not even for arrest, but for death, that they were like targeting them for, while this was happening in Iran, right? And for one thing, I think that we should have bombed them earlier. I think that it just took them, you know, it took a little while to get their fucking ducks in a row so they could actually do something about it. But the way that they treated those people was an international fucking outrage, outcry, terrible thing that happened that the entire world should have stood up and done something about, not just America.
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%.
So that's another reason I'm for the war in Iran.
I think Iran is a steaming pile of shit of a country, and not because of the people, because a lot of the people there don't want to deal with that shit. But because of the government that's been in place since what, 78, with the Ayatollah and their Islamic extremism and everything else. And I think Islamic extremism should be fucking wiped off the face of the fucking planet any chance we get. I agree 100%. I don't have a problem with us bombing the shit out of their military bases and their government buildings and all that shit. I don't got a fucking problem with it at fucking all. I think Islam is an evil, fucked up ass, pseudo-religious political thing that was created to control all aspects of people's lives. I think it's fucking retarded that leftists fucking sit there and talk shit that anybody that about anybody that says anything about Islam, when it is fucking left-hearted liberals that would be the ones that Islamism would come down on the fucking hardest, which is just so fucking stupid. The way between the way they treat you if you are just not exactly what they say you should be, the way they treat women, the way they treat children, the way they treat you if you're fucking gay or anything else. The fact that fucking left-wing liberals defend Islam or Iran or Palestine or all this shit is fucking insane to me, because these people, you think you don't like it when some fucking Republicans say that you shouldn't be able to fucking transition children? You think that's bad? Fucking pay attention to what Islam's actually fucking doing to people, and all the shit you say is important, you left-hearted fucks. So yeah, no, I think Islam should be wiped off the face of the earth in whatever way it needs to happen. I don't really give a shit. So I don't have a problem with what we're doing. I would start to have a problem if we started putting boots on the fucking ground and risking American lives for this shit. Which, I mean, I know we already are to an extent.
We're probably gonna have to, dude. If we want to actually, okay, here's the thing. Difference between Iraq, Afghanistan, and Iran. There's a couple differences. Number one, IQ difference. The average IQ in Iran is like 106. Like, they're actually pretty fucking smart over there, right? Versus the average IQ in Iran and Afghanistan was like 86. Like, pretty big difference between 106 and 86. It's 2 standard deviations of intelligence, which means not controlling the people, but motivating them and getting them to work and do things that are productive within the country that allows us to step back and let them operate as a country are much easier. It's like an engine that just works, right? So that's the first thing. And then the second thing, the difference between Iraq, Afghanistan, and Iran is I do not, and forgive me if I don't remember this, but I don't remember any Iraqis, and I don't remember any Afghans that were happy about us invading. I don't remember them.
Well, there was. It was fewer and far between, and because of the way that those countries were structured governmentally, which in the case of Afghanistan was barely. I mean, it's essentially just run by fucking clans. You know what I mean? Like, it had no established fucking inset government, right? You're basically just dealing with bands of people in cities and things like that. So Iraq was a little bit different. There were certainly people, and I mean, you can look, there were people that came out of the woodwork when we went over there to be translators and put on fucking U.S. uniforms to help the troops over there and shit like that. I mean, that did happen, and people that fucking were looked forward to it. It was not as public, primarily because, and we didn't see it. One, Iraq and Afghanistan have nowhere near the mass of people that Iran does. So that's one thing. So obviously there were far fewer of them, and probably far fewer of a percentage of them because of exactly what you're saying, which is, I mean, you're talking about two countries that are, I mean, even technologically vastly behind where Iran is. As backwards ass as fucking Iran is, Iraq and Afghanistan were way fucking worse, which means most of the people that lived there fucking didn't know shit. Like, they may not even have known what the fuck the United States of America was. People in Iran actually do, and have, you know, television and cell phones and things like that to actually understand that America is a much better place than where they live. A lot of people in Iraq and Afghanistan didn't fucking even know that. Right? All they've known is living in fucking caves and fucking houses that they build out of fucking scrap and shit.
Well, not to mention
there were certainly some people there, but it was not the number to which we're seeing in Iran by any stretch of the imagination.
Not to mention there's people who are alive right now that were alive when the Shah was in power.
Mm-hmm.
That remember what the country was like when it was free, before the Islamic regime took over. They remember what it was like when the Islamic regime took over, as they're trying to... Okay, so what happened in Iran is the same thing that's happening in Germany. It's the same thing that's happening in England. It's the same thing that's happening in all of these fucking European countries, and us if we're not careful, because that's what Islam does. It's an insidious disease of a fucking religion where when they're in small numbers in your country, they pretend to be your friend. Oh, Islam's the religion of peace, right? But once they get the majority, once there's enough of them, the switch flips.
Yep.
And they turn from Mr. Nice Guy to we're gonna own your ass.
Oh
and
yeah, Dearborn.
Well, they talk about it openly. Like I mean, there are mullahs and shit that have openly talked about it. How they will go into a place and pretend to assimilate and do all this shit, and the minute that they get any level of power, they immediately fucking, once they realize, oh, now we can accomplish our goals, they fucking, like you said, flip the switch and go back into, okay, what does the Quran say we should do to fucking, you know, infidels? Like, that's their goal. They're like, oh no, it's all a big fucking lie. We go into a place, we fucking pretend to assimilate, pretend to want to be there, do all this shit, and the minute there's enough of us there, the minute we have power, the minute we can do something about it, we fucking take on the infidels. Lying is not only allowed but encouraged in the Quran. To lie to fucking achieve the goals of Islam.
And then another point, like, okay, sure, we had allies that joined our cause in Afghanistan who were interpreters for us and guides and helped us on our missions. And they're great, right? Oh, except for the other thing that they were doing when they weren't in the middle of being in the battlefield, they were raping little boys, passing them around in their little fucking dirt tents because they're sand people, right? And then our troops, who some of them have killed themselves because of this, because they remember what it was like when they saw it and they didn't do anything about it and they feel guilty and they killed themselves because our government said, hey, those are our allies. Look the other way. We don't care if they're actually bad. We don't care if they're raping children because we need them for our war. I don't think any of it...
Or they were raping donkeys.
And
I don't know if anything like that's going on in Iran, but I would...
Afghanistan.
For every good Afghan, you know, interpreter or someone who truly tried to work with us, there was another that sold us out.
Yeah.
Or just the second, you know, we stood up the Afghan National Army, they folded like paper and joined the Taliban.
So I think that, I mean, again, I could be eating these words at some point in the future.
Well,
but
also about the whole IQ thing, look at the actual IQ levels of all the Somalis that have come in. It's like, what, 68 or something like that? is their average IQ.
Well, they're taking over the prisons here, right? There's like a
Mhm.
bunch of Muslims who are in the prison system who like, oh, you're in prison too? Well, we're gonna use our Sharia fucking Islamic bullshit to like get people to forcibly join our religion. Because if you don't, we're gonna make your life hell because we basically control the prison. And a lot of people are coming out of prison radicalized. Yeah, dude. I mean, we need another crusade, I say, but you know.
No, it's
Well-
it's a shithole. Like I said, it's a shithole religion which doubles as an entire. It's not just a religion. It's a religious political
It's a theocracy. is the
entity.
problem.
Yeah, exactly. It controls all aspects of life, not just the religious aspects. That's what Islam does. And as far as I'm concerned, I'd be perfectly happy if we were able to wipe it off the face of the planet and all memory of it and every fucking Quran and everything else, to where nobody in 50 years remembered what Islam was. I'd be perfectly happy with that. So,
Hooray! We all agree.
So what you're saying is $100 million more to Israel.
yeah, exactly. There you go.
I
Okay.
That's
mean,
what it is.
yes. Asterisk.
In a roundabout way.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I'm not gonna say I'm not happy. that
So we know who's on the shekel payroll from Israel now.
my problem is that who's in charge is going against everything. Is going against, no new wars, promised isolationism, and in the process of being the world police, is pissing off our allies at every turn he can regarding this conflict.
Here's the thing, dude, and this goes back to what I was saying earlier. Dude, there's no way that somebody like Trump can roll in here and promise all the stuff they were promising about a better economy and not double down on us being the world fucking police. It doesn't work that way.
I don't disagree.
Because of the petrodollar, it doesn't work that way. If we fucking decided to stop being world police, our economy would fucking go to shit over the course of the next 3 to 5 years, because people would walk the fuck away from the petrodollar. So it's a clear choice. He can fucking keep the promises that no new wars and we're not going to get involved in anything and we're going to roll back being involved in everybody's shit, and he's going to fucking do like he did in his first term and have the fucking the ambassador to the UN fucking say you need to start paying your own way and shit. And then in 3 to 5 years, our fucking economy gets 1,000 times worse than it is right now. Or he can do what he's doing, and probably because he realized there was no fucking way to fucking start building our economy back up if people start dumping the petrodollar. There's no fucking way to do it. You cannot fucking do it because of how our economy is structured. It is fucking impossible. So this is what we get. Like I said, I'm libertarian. I don't like us being world police, but I sure as shit understand why we're doing it. I'm not a dumbass. I get it. I know why we are doing all the things we're doing that people are bitching and moaning about and saying, he broke his fucking promise. What the fuck did you think he was going to do? Do you think the minute that there's some even moderate level of threat that might hurt our fucking economic supremacy that we hold now on the vast majority of the world, when we have a country like fucking China that is doing everything it can to break that fucking supremacy by going after other countries and trying to get people off the fucking petrodollar? Do you think we're not going to do everything we can? And if you do, and if you fucking want that, then are you ready to live in a fucking hut in 5 years? Because that's what's going to fucking happen. That's what's going to fucking happen.
To be fair, Trump did campaign this time in 2024. One of the things he said he would do is bomb Iran.
Well, a lot of people seem to forget is our nation is the only nation that can power project. If you think about it, nobody else can. Like, and when shit goes on in the world, they're not running to, say, like Germany or France or the UK to send military forces to help. It's always us. And then if we say, no, we don't want to do it, it's in Europe, you fuckers handle it. They go, well, America, we can't. We don't have the industrial and military might that you do. We can only help this much.
Well, and let's be clear. Let's be real honest about all this, okay? Let's not sit here and fucking pretend like let's talk specifically about Europe and the UK. Let's not sit here and pretend like when they say that's not our fucking fault. Because after World War II, we laid the groundwork to ensure that when people needed something done across the world, they fucking came to us. Everything we did militarily, everything we did economically was to take power away from others and give it to ourselves. Now, you can say that's right, you can say that's wrong, it doesn't fucking matter. It's just a fact of the world we fucking live in. The United States has spent almost a century now fucking doing everything it could to make sure everybody else did in fact fucking rely on us. And now people are bitching about it when the fucking NATO or the UN or fucking Germany or France doesn't want to fucking take care of shit themselves or help out. We fucking made it to where they didn't have the means. We fucking made it to where everybody fucking relied on us, and we fucking did it on purpose.
Well, not to mention the NATO treaty says all member nations have to at least put 2% of their GDP into national defense. They don't.
No, they don't. And we never, ever fucking came down on them for it until about 6 years ago. Maybe 7. It was the first time we ever started making a big deal about it because we liked it when they needed to rely on us. We liked it when we funded the fucking UN and NATO. We liked it that we had control. We liked it that it was our fucking guns and our ships and our aircraft that was taking care of everything all over the fucking world. We liked having the ability to go to any new country, any developing country, and say, you see all this shit happening all over the world? You see all those missiles, all those bombs, all those planes? You see those fucking ships out there protecting, trade routes? That's all fucking us, motherfucker. Want to get on the petrodollar now? That's all us. We fucking liked it. We set it up that way. So, yeah, I get it. It fucking sucks, and we can bitch about it. But the groundwork was laid by us to do this very fucking thing. We did it all. We set this in motion decades ago. And now people are bitching about it. And I get why they're bitching about it. But, it's kind of like when you fucking have a kid and you fucking let the kid do whatever the fuck they want. And you always clean up the kid's messes. And then you finally just fucking get sick of it when the kid turns like 16 years old and you start yelling at the kid. Why don't you fucking clean your room? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Why are you always fucking up? Why don't you do your homework? Blah, 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 blah. Well, motherfucker, you never made them do any of that shit. That's how they learned. That's all they fucking know. And they designed their pathways in their brain around knowing you'd fucking clean up all their shit for them. That's what we've done to the entire world for decades.
I'm honestly, at this point, very concerned about what's going on inside of our country. We've gotten lots of reports, and I think they're very credible, of the amount of fraud that's coming out of Minnesota, California, like especially leftist places like big Democrat cities seem to have set up these enclaves of foreign people from different countries who are not from here, who do not barely speak the fucking language in most cases, who are using government programs fraudulently to enrich themselves and send money back to their own countries, sometimes to fund terrorism even. And the amount of money I think is going to be incredible. I think that they, in almost in the order of how much our national debt is every year, right? If we could get rid of all of the fraud, I think we balance the budget. If we can get rid of all of the fraud, I feel like our financial woes for Social Security are at least delayed for decades, but the way that they're spending money right now is incredible, is infuriating. It's insane, right? And we need to take these people who are from other countries, who are involved with this fraud in any minute way, and get them the fuck out of this fucking country. Deport every single last one of them, their children, their grandparents, their whoever's with them. If they can't survive without you, get the fuck out too. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, actually. Get the fuck out of my fucking country. And that means, yeah, the people who are running these programs are getting rich off of it, but it's also the families who are giving them their information so they can use their Social Security stuff to make the claims so that these fraudulent things work. And these people usually get kickbacks, right? So like the way it works is like, okay, I give you my information, you're running the scam, you put the information through to the government and get paid out, you get $1,000. You give me like 200. I'm happy because I get $200 because I just gave you some information and now I can go spend some money. You're happy because you get $800 of profit for a fucking service that you didn't provide. Who pays for it? You and me.
Yep.
And we're not going to have an ability to, like when we're old and dying and there's no fucking medical care for us because there's no money for Social Security or Medicaid or Medicare or anything else that we've funded our entire working lives, it's going to be because of these motherfuckers from other countries. And if we don't do something about it, we might as well just pack shit up and fucking start over again.
I agree. No, I agree.
Mhm.
I do, however, think it's too fucking late.
It
Well,
could be,
I gotta
very well could be.
give-
But if we don't try, it is too late. I know that for a fact.
Well,
you're
at
right.
least the current administration's trying to get rid of the fraud because we got that task force that the vice president's leading. I think he said the next place they're going to look to start auditing is going to be California.
And anyone who's complicit from our governments, like if like it turns out Gavin Newsom was getting kickbacks, we need to charge him with every crime possible and put his ass in jail for everyone, tar and feather. And if the goddamn fucking system doesn't work, again, pack your shit up, boys.
Well, you're dealing with a mixture of corruption and idiocy. Is what you're dealing with here, and that's what has to be overcome. And so, the corruption aspect of it is everything you're talking about, and you have to somehow find a way to get around that. And you need enough people in government to want to get around that corruption to start fixing the problem. The other side is just vast amounts of stupidity. For instance, California is a great fucking example. All right. And this isn't the same thing. We're not talking, to an extent we are talking about fraud, which I'll explain in a minute how that works into the fraud aspect of it. But California is and has been for several years now experiencing a population drop for the first time in the history of the state, right? For the last few years, for the first time in the history of the state, even as the population of our country is growing, the population of California is going down. And it's because of the way of life. It's because of property prices. It's because of taxes. Vast majority of it is because of taxes, which affect all those other things. And what was their response to this? Anybody know? Their response to their population dwindling? It was raise taxes.
Sanctuary cities.
No, it was raise taxes on the people that are left. And then when people brought to their attention that, hey, that's not going to work, you're just going to then encourage more people to leave, they came out with this report and says, well, technically only 2% of the population is actually leaving California. And then they left it at that and tried to push their taxes through again.
Which 2%?
Well, because that's what I'm saying. Because the point is not that only 2% are leaving, but that the 2% that are leaving were the ones paying the majority of the fucking taxes. That's how stupid these fucking people are. It's vast amounts of stupidity, and encouraging people to vote for this stupidity because none of these people have two brain cells to fucking rub together. Because the people that are leaving are the people who have the money to fucking leave, to pack up and move the fuck out. Those are the people paying all the fucking taxes. The vast majority of people who make under $50,000 a year in California, which, by the way, is half the fucking state, don't pay any fucking taxes. I mean, they pay taxes, but then they get more than they paid back in their fucking income tax return at the end of the fucking year. They actually get more than they paid. Okay? So that means that 2% probably somewhere, according to the numbers, makes up about 60% of the fucking taxes that are paid in the fucking state. And somehow these dumb shits thinks that raising taxes on the people that are left are going to fix the fucking problem. This is the level of fucking stupidity that we're dealing with. So once you get past the corruption, you then have to deal with the stupid dumb fucks that are left.
The problem is that it's always been a problem. These dumb fucks have always been there, have always been manipulatable. But 100 years ago, they were growing potatoes in a field and no one cared what their retarded ass was saying.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, their ability to affect things has been amplified. And also, at the same time, the manipulation of them has also multiplied. Because we have these media organizations that are telling stupid people what to think. And they are too stupid to know that they're being controlled. That's a good portion of it. There's definitely some people who are like bad actors who know that, like, you know, everything that they say is a lie or whatever.
Yeah.
And then there's also people that are smart but are very prideful and have made choices down the line and have chosen sides and gotten tribalistic about their views and are coping and justifying their positions without it. You know, it's cognitive dissonance at its finest. But you also, and again, it's this overwhelming majority of the left who 100 years ago would have been growing fucking cotton in a field or that sounds bad.
What was that? What was that?
Growing potatoes or whatever, you know, because they're too dumb to do anything else. Because they don't have the ability to, like, think ahead and make plans and logic their way through things or critical think or self-reflect. A lot of them don't even have an inner dialogue, as we've come to understand.
Which is just fucking weird.
That is weird. That you just sit there and your brain's just blank, you know, but whatever, you know. I'm not going to say that they don't deserve to exist, but I am saying that we shouldn't fucking listen to them.
I'm going to be honest. I think that one of the things we could do that would vastly improve our country is, and some people are going to get mad at this, I don't really give a shit, is limit voting. And what I mean by that is, because if you go back to the founding of this country, the founders never intended for everybody to fucking vote. We all know this. They wanted people who had a stake in the success of our country to be able to vote. And I would be perfectly happy. A lot of people are going to get offended. I don't give a shit because we need to fix some shit. I'd be very happy if we rolled back the 19th Amendment. I'd be very happy if we put in IQ tests or general intelligence quotient tests that you had to, like, get a good score on to fucking get your voter ID card. Because I think all the stupid people vote. All of them fucking vote. And they shouldn't. They shouldn't vote. I think if we cut voting down in this country to, and I don't even give a shit. I don't care about fucking race or gender or fucking, what your political persuasion is. But I think you should have to have a certain level of intelligence to fucking vote when your vote affects everyone else in the fucking country. And I think if you did that shit, you could start actually fixing some fucking problems. But of course, every time you bring shit like this up, they say, oh, you don't want women to vote. Well, no, I don't care if women vote as long as they're smart enough to fucking vote. Or they have a stake in the success of our country. So therefore, they're going to be incentivized to make good decisions. Or they go, oh no, that's just racist. That's like the poll tax and the poll tests they used to do to keep black people from voting. No, because it would probably keep more white people from fucking voting than it would black people from fucking voting, because there's just way more white people here. There'd be a larger chunk of fucking white people that are too stupid to fucking vote, and I don't want them fucking voting. I don't give a shit what your fucking identity is. If you're too fucking dumb to make good decisions, you shouldn't be able to fucking vote.
I have an idea. When you graduate, like your senior year of high school, you take the U.S. citizenship test. Like every single person. You take that course. That's part of your public school education. You can still graduate high school while failing it, but if you fail it, you don't get to vote. And not until you pass it.
I think that should only be part of it, because I do think you also need to be able to pass a basic intelligence test. Not even basic. I would say a moderately difficult intelligence test.
How about this? No intelligence test.
And
it's just,
you shouldn't be able to vote till you're fucking 35 years old. How about that shit? Fucking 18-year-old dumbasses out there fucking voting all the time? No. Fuck you. I'm sorry.
If you're on Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security, food stamps, disability, any of that, you don't get to vote.
Government assistance, no vote. Sorry.
Yeah. So that would basically take care of 80% of the problem right there as far as intelligence goes, because how many people of low IQ are on government assistance? Basically all of them.
Yeah,
no IQ test needed. IQ test is life.
I think restricting voting would be very good for this country. Seriously. I think it would be very good.
Everyone can vote, but your ballot is blank, right? You spell Obama incorrectly, you voted for some other guy named Obama or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we don't give you any help with it. Like if you don't know about the bill that's up for vote, and then you don't write it on your paper and you didn't get to vote because you didn't know about it. That would take care of a lot of it too. So, I mean, like, I guess for president, most people would be like, Bush or whatever, and know about it. But for like a lot of those other side bills, the only people voting would be the ones who care passionately about it enough to understand what the bill is and to have an opinion.
Yep, I agree. I like all these ideas to restrict voting.
There should also be all of them.
Implement all of them.
I forget what they call those, but like where the public votes on a law, there should be like, here's the name of the law,
like a public referendum or something,
like a referendum. There should be like 4 options. Is like, what is the main goal of this? If you don't pick the right answer, it doesn't count.
Yeah, it doesn't count. Yeah.
Well, I mean, and the problem there though is, at least with the way things work currently, like let's say that there's a bill that's going to kill puppies, right? And they will name that bill the Save Puppies Act. And they will say, oh, well, if you don't like puppies, then you should vote no on the Save Puppies Act. But if you like puppies, pass this bill. And then everyone's like, oh, well, I like puppies. And then they pass the bill, and then the government starts killing puppies, and they're like, well, what's going on? I thought we were going to save the puppies. It's like, no, you're a retard because you never actually read the fucking bill, and the media is lying to you, and you believed them for the fucking umpteenth time without questioning it again, Aunt Betty.
Yep.
That wasn't about anybody at all.
No. Not at
Well,
all.
not to mention, one of the things when it came to voting was you had to sign up. For the longest time, was tied for us guys was registering with the selective service system.
Well, you still do.
But yeah, we still do,
Service
but you
guarantees citizenship.
got to remember we have to do that. So in the event, which is one of the reasons why I always laugh that they say, "Oh, male privilege." Yeah, my privilege is in order for me to vote, I got to be ready at any time to be told, "Hey, your body's government property now. Here's a rifle. Go kill these people."
Yep.
Dude, well, that's another problem. They're like, hey, dumb potato farmers that should be farming potatoes because you're too dumb to do anything else and you don't have any inner monologue and you don't have any critical thinking, and we're doing your frontal lobe hard lifting for you. Oh, Charlie Kirk's a bad guy, right? Charlie Kirk, he's bad and everyone should stop him and be against him because he's a bad guy. Oh, they killed him. Oh, well, we had nothing to do with that. We didn't program anybody to do anything like that. That was just a natural occurrence of we no influence at all. We didn't do anything. Yeah, fucking right, dude. You guys knew exactly what you're doing. You know what you're doing with Trump when you keep fucking encouraging people to kill him. You know what you're doing with school shooters when you continue to tell the kids which gun to use and which school to go to and who to target. Right? You do the same thing with these trannies when you tell them what to do with the guns and stuff. And then there's also the racial aspect. And I was talking about this on my chat the other day. How much anti-white racism is there in this country right now? I feel it's like
all of the left.
I feel it's like the 1950s fucking anti-black racism that was in this country.
If you're on the left, you hate white people, even if you are white. So, yeah, like half the country.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Good fucking times.
Oh, I don't know how true it is, but apparently on social media, Smith & Wesson has made a post with the 5906, I believe. It says, "Who wants to see a Gen 3 of this?"
Yes. They need to re-release all those. What did they call them? They had a name for them. All the 39, 49, 59 series pistols from the 90s.
Night Guard.
Huh?
Night Guard.
Met Guard makes magazines. What are you?
Night Guard.
Night Guard? No, there was some Night Guard models, but
okay, no, that was just
they had a name for them, and I don't remember what they were called. But anyway, there was not an official name, but Smith & Wesson called them the blah, 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 blah. I can't remember what the fuck they were. But anyway, I would love to see all those models come back, slightly modernized in whatever way they could be. You know what I mean? I think that would be fucking awesome.
I would.
Well, hell, they brought back the Model 10 Classic, where it's as close as possible to the OG Model 10 as you could get, with just very subtle, modern safety things, but.
Yeah,
did y'all see?
I would be down for all those 30, 40, 50 series pistols to make a fucking comeback. I think that would be fucking awesome.
You know what I think? Glock is retarded. Because all Glock would need to do to make a shit ton of money would be like, oh, we came up with a Glock revolver. Oh, hey, here's a Glock AR-15. Oh, here's a Glock fucking name a gun that Glock doesn't make and just make it by Glock with whatever design you could possibly think of that Glock had nothing to do with ever, and then just put Glock and some fucking black coloring on it with a pick rail. There's a bunch of Glock tards out there that'd be like, oh, did you get the new lever action Glock?
There is a Glock AR-15, I think. I think the UK police have it.
Well, did you hear what the Germans did? Their new service pistol is
I heard about what the Germans did, and we don't talk about that on YouTube.
Ah, yes.
the
did.
new service pistol.
Bad mustache man. No, what?
They're
beloved it.
replacing the P8 USP style pistols with a CZ P10C pistol called the P13.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But then I saw also where it's the Walther PDP is also getting adopted, but just for like special forces. Like it's an option.
I do want to get one of those PDPs though.
I don't. They seem so top heavy to me.
Now y'all got me sitting here playing with my 6906.
You're welcome.
Order. However, it is slightly delayed because I messed up on my timing today. I purchased my first suppressor today.
Oh shit! What'd you get? What caliber? I guess because I wouldn't know. Like, oh, it's an Osprey. Blah 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 blah. Whatever. But what caliber?
It's a dedicated 5.56.
Okay. Cool, dude.
Can
you shoot 22 through it also?
You can shoot 5.7. You can shoot 17 HMR. You can't. They say don't shoot 22, and I think that's more of a dirty thing, like because 22 is just such a fouling thing.
Right.
It just clog it up immediately.
Fair enough. That's cool though, dude. Congratulations.
Yeah. Word to the wise: if you buy through the major retailer online for suppressors, and they have all the kiosks at different local gun stores that you can go to. Go there first, like you go there, do your prints, photo ID, and then they ship it to the dealer, not the other way around. Just words of advice.
I think one of my local shops has those little kiosks in it.
Yeah. And I realized that last night when I bought it. I was like, oh, well, I'll go today. And I looked online. They said they closed at 6. So I was like, cool. I left my house at 4:30. Got there like 5:05. Go to walk up, locked. He's like, hey, we close at 5. I was like, okay, but online it says 6. But okay, not gonna argue with you.
He was just being lazy, dude. I will say this. Go ahead, actually, Jolly. Go ahead. You go first.
No, that was firefighter.
Like, I've been thinking about getting a can for both my 365 and my PK 380, but then I'd have to go find the barrels that will suit them, like fit them and all that.
So, on a different note, I've been having like foot problems. Like because I'm old, as one gets, and I work on my feet as I do, and I have flat feet, and so that's caused this problem. The TLDR is basically foot arthritis. Is what I have.
Get some on clouds.
So I've been dealing with this at an escalating level for the past several years. It's just been getting worse and worse, and on a daily basis, I'm just like, oh. I guess I have to constantly wear an ankle brace and limp around and take ibuprofen and do all this shit to get through a shift. And that's just the way it is, And then I Googled, or I didn't even use Google, I used AI to, like, first of all, help me diagnose exactly what's wrong with my feet. And then second, using that diagnosis to recommend a specific pair of shoes that would be good for my feet.
Okay.
And normally when I buy a pair of shoes, I'm looking at like $100 or less, This particular pair of shoes were like $200, right?
Yeah.
So they're way out of the, I normally wouldn't even spend that much on a shoe, even look at one. But it told me to buy it, and I was like, fuck it, like I don't have much to lose besides $200, so let's try it. Oh my God, I wish that I had done this years ago. It has made an incredible difference. I am no longer like limping around and like trying not to do anything else and like doing all this stuff that, you know, I'm just walking around basically pain free. And then before I would have a day off and I would have to recuperate. My feet would just ache and I wouldn't want to even get up and do anything. And now I'm like, hey, let's go to the gym. Let's go to the park. Let's do this. Let's do that. It's amazing the difference. And not only in that, but like attitude, you know, because if you're just in constant pain, you're just kind of pissed off all the time. You know,
Yeah.
you just kind of like got that chip on your shoulder because, oh, you want to side a ranch? Now I got to fucking limp my ass over there and every step hurts. Here's your ranch, you know? And I was like, here's your ranch. I don't care. It's great. So my recommendation is to anybody out there who's having a specific problem, see if there's a simple solution to it. Maybe it's as simple as a pair of shoes.
What were the shoes?
Brooks Ghost Air 3 something or I don't know what they're called. They're Brooks.
I have Brooks tennis shoes. I like them.
Yeah, but it's like specifically for people who have hallux rigidus, which is basically a camel hump that grows out of bone on the knuckle of your big toe and makes it immovable at a point. And mine's basically immovable, man.
Oh, that does not sound fun.
No, it's
I
and
got
the
one.
surgery to fix it's even worse, dude. Because that was the other thing I was looking at. Like, what do you do to fix this? Oh, they do it 1 foot at a time. They cut your foot open. They reshape the bone with like a file.
Lovely.
And then they move everything around and make sure it works correctly after they file it down. And then put you on painkillers for 6 weeks. And then do the other foot. Because they can't do both feet at the same time. For some reason.
Oh, probably because you couldn't walk at all.
Yeah.
You should be like laid up in the bed.
you might be right, but still.
Yeah, that's like with knee surgeries, like they don't do both at the same time unless like it's you were in a car crash or something. Like both my grandparents, like when they had their knees replaced, they did one and then the other. Because you can't use that knee for several weeks at all. So you can't walk.
I'm just happy that I found a solution that was relatively like $200 is a lot for a pair of shoes, but it's a lot less than goddamn foot surgery.
I mean, my average when I have to buy new shoes and boots, I spend about $3.
Well, the problem is I go through probably 4 sets of shoes a year.
Yeah,
At work.
you can probably just change out the insoles and double up on the life on them.
Yeah, like, yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know, but I was just saying that's a big W right there.
I'm glad you're not cantankerous and in pain.
Yeah, big W.
Nice.
Did anybody see the B&T is possibly their export is all screwed up?
No.
B and D's.
B and T.
B&T.
They basically
You're saying D and B for. I was like, what?
they make those PCCs that.
Yeah, I know which ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you have one of those?
I've got a Streebog, which is very similar.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it looks the same as the one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Matt
How is that thing,
won't
by the way?
spend B&T money. He don't.
You ever take the Streebog with you around?
Not really.
Go shopping, you know? Do they have open carry in your state?
But I have my license anyway, and plus for work, half the time I'm doing shit, it's after work, so I'm still in my uniform with my fucking duty belt and shit. So I've always got my Glock 17 on me. So
Yeah. Like,
Because, Matt lives by the mantra, stay strapped or get clapped.
fuck yeah, especially nowadays, dude, with all these fucking terrorist attacks happening. It just fuck yeah, carry your goddamn
you're
gun.
surrounded, bro. You're in like the fucking. You're not in a good spot.
He's behind enemy lines.
Or I'm in the Mecca.
He is Jude Law. He's behind enemy lines.
Well, and not to mention like Detroit and Flint, and like all of these cities are bad for other reasons that aren't Islamic.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They just suck in general.
Oh, Honda, I was surprised you didn't even go off about the meteor that hit the other day.
Oh, I didn't know about this. What happened?
Yeah.
Apparently, a meteor hit my state,
I'm looking it up now.
and like the week before that, we had like a massive surge in Bigfoot sightings.
Ohio. Do they have video of it? I hope.
Yeah, I've seen some video of it, and the debris field goes from like Lake Erie all the way through to my county, and I think the county just south from me.
Dude, I have seen one actually hit the ground at night, and it looked like a nuke went off. I thought for a second we just got nuked by Russia when it happened. And then I realized, oh, that was a fucking meteor. Like, oh, that was a fucking meteor that hit the ground. And then, like, when something like that happens, you can tell which direction, obviously, like the impact was, but it's difficult to tell distance. So I start driving my car in that direction, because I'm trying to find the fucking meteor, bro. I just saw that shit hit the ground, but it could have been 20 miles away. You know, I'm not sure.
Yeah, they say it was a 7-mile wide one that just burst in the air. Like, I was home sick from work, and I heard it from my apartment.
There's no way it was 7 miles wide, bro. 7 tons, maybe.
I heard it
Yeah,
was,
maybe it was 7
I heard it
tons.
was 70 miles wide.
Dude, I mean, the one that killed the dinosaurs was 6 miles wide. So if it was 7 miles wide, I think we would have heard about it.
Maybe you could
Yeah,
hear the impact from 7 miles out. Like, I could believe that. But
Yeah, it was a 7-ton one. I don't know where 7 miles came from.
Like the one that hit Tunguska. You remember that event, 1907? We learned about.
Yeah, the one in Russia, right?
Yeah, the middle of Siberia.
Yep.
And it was such a big explosion that it flattened out like hundreds of miles worth of forest. And they used that as like the way that it flattened the trees. They can tell how many megatons the explosion was. And it was basically
Airburst.
it was in the order of a Tsar bomb.
Well, I think they learned of it in 1907, but I thought it would happen like a few years before, like when the scientists got there.
Well, think about this. I believe it was 1907, but the scientists got there, and what were they looking for? Oh, we're looking for the crater. Because, like, with all of these trees flattened and all of, like how big of an explosion that was, of course it hit the ground, because that's what meteors do. And what they found was that it blew up in air and never actually touched the ground. So think about how many times in history of the history of the Earth that has happened because we have an atmosphere where something would have come in and hit us. And if it was the moon, it's got a crater. But since we're on the Earth, it doesn't have a crater because we've got the atmosphere that protects it from even happening. And like that one was the size of the Tsar bomb. Like imagine if like we had like 20 of those come in or something,
Yeah.
That might end the Ice Age. As it did.
I mean, hell. I mean, that. Imagine if that one hit in like just a town.
Well, it would, like the one Tunguska would have taken out Paris. It would have taken out
like
Paris, France. Not like a town, like the biggest city in the world at the time.
Like that scares the more shit out of me than just thinking about, oh, this is bad because it hit in the middle of nowhere, Russia.
Well, and these things are just flying around, like we don't really track most of them because we consider like the size of Tunguska size, like rocks to be insignificant, like they don't even like try to track those because they're hard to find, first of all. But, if you try to track even those size, the number of things they'd be tracking in space like maybe they'll get there someday, but they're certainly not there right now. It's like 1% of things are tracked.
Well, isn't there a asteroid that's supposed to be passing like right through that threshold this year? I think it's like something Apophis. They say that if it doesn't hit right, that the next time it comes through, it could impact our planet.
And those are the only ones that we do track, are like the big ass ones, you know.
I'm just sitting here going, okay, by the time it comes back, I'm going to be a crotchety old grandpa. So
there's this thing called the Torrid meteor stream, which is the leftover remnant of what ended the Ice Age 12,800 years ago, right? And that meteor stream is basically a orbit of debris that goes around the sun, that the Earth crosses that debris field twice per year. And there are chunks of rock that are floating around in that debris field that are bigger than the Tunguska event size rocks that we will eventually run into.
Well, this might tickle Matt's fancy, but I learned that there's a nebula out there that it contains enough alcohol, like beer, let's say, to make everybody on this planet drunk 7 times over.
Did you see the UFO in Texas?
Nah.
Here, dude, check this out. There was multiple angles. So this is just one of them, and everyone was recording the exact same thing. Am I in? Is it in yet? There we go.
That's what she said.
Yeah, what the fuck is this?
Look, it's changing directions. It looks like a meteor, but
That is clearly Santa Claus. I've seen all the Christmas.
No, Jolly, no. It's Bumblebee coming to find Matt.
changing directions. And then it just disappears.
I think somebody's drone caught on fire.
What the fuck? Just going up and down, all sorts of.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not saying I know what it is, but I know that the video is real because there are like dozens of videos of it. Well, that's kind of cool. What was that? Something came in over Canada, and they want you to know what it really was. Over Calgary, Alberta, a blazing identified object ripped through the night sky like it owned the atmosphere, burning brighter than any meteor should, dropping lower than official re-entries ever do. And the most damning, it held together. No breakup, no harmless debris shower, just controlled, intact descent, screaming, "This ain't no space junk." Let's watch this again. I mean, it looks like it's breaking apart to me, but what would I know?
Unless if it was the very start of the video, something else goes flying by.
Oh, here's the reader context added. The video footage of SpaceX Falcon 9 launch from Vanderburg, California. Yeah, okay. Shut the fuck up. That's why I hate the internet.
I have a bold take. I think if you have social media, you should have to link a phone number to it. Like, you have to be a real person. No more spam bot accounts or like fake having 80 different things, burner accounts. And if you
that was like the one that I saw.
And if you're a business, you have to like list an actual like Google listing, like you're a real business.
Okay, watch this. This is like the one that I saw. It lit up everything like it was daytime, and then when I pulled my car over and looked, you could see the streak across the sky, like a sword in the sky, dude. That's cool. It's cool she caught it on camera. Yep, there's your Cleveland, Ohio. Anyway, that was fun. What else is going on, man? I haven't talked to you in fucking forever, bro.
Well,
you're still a bitch, I hope you know.
Because you're a fag.
When did Honda turn into a British cigarette?
I don't know. I don't know.
I've always been a British cigarette.
Ooh. I know you were when I went up there and stayed with you.
Hell yeah.
No, all that's been going on with me is fucking work. That's it.
Are you done with your training bullshit?
Yeah, I'm done with everything. Done with all that shit.
You're full-fledged?
Yep.
Oh my god.
I know, it's fucking scary, isn't it?
I'm smoking weed right now, officer.
It's legal here, man. Nobody gives a fuck. Yeah.
Can you smoke it?
I mean, I can if I ever get drug tested. Like, it's against policy to.
Right, so you can't then. No.
I can't, yet almost everybody I work with fucking does because nobody gets drug tested. I could if I wanted to.
If we keep drug testing, we won't have employees.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody be gone. So, I don't know how much you have to be around people who smoke to fucking like get enough of that shit in your bloodstream to where your shit would show up on a test. But whatever that number is, I'm pretty sure I'm already there.
You gotta like live in that shit, bro.
The people I deal with every fucking day, dude. Jesus Christ.
Because there's like babies who get drug tested when their fucking mom and dad both smoke weed in the house will sometimes show up fucking positive for it.
Yeah.
But
I don't give a shit if people smoke, but I'll tell you what, I'm fucking tired of the goddamn smell, dude.
Oh yeah.
Time. Everywhere.
I don't like the driving, like, okay, like I ride my motorcycle as you do.
Yeah.
And when you're riding your motorcycle around, you're wearing your helmet, you're like in the environment, and like the temperatures and the smells are all permeating into your helmet.
Mm-hmm.
And the number of cars that are just rolling around smoking weed everywhere they go,
yep,
is incredible. I'd like, how does everyone not have like a DUID?
I don't know, because I can tell you I run into that a lot myself too. Like just a few weeks ago, I was walking somewhere and a car passed me, all their windows down, and you just smell the most marijuana smell you could smell, and you're like, really?
Yep. It's fucking everywhere, dude. I'm just tired of smelling it. Like, can you just do that shit at home, bro? Like,
oh yeah, I can. Fuck yeah, check this out. Tastes so good.
Look at you, you degenerate.
You know, I know to you it smells like shit, but to me it tastes like steak and lobster. Hold on, let me take another hit. Hold on. Bacon and eggs and coffee in the morning. Hold on, let me try again. Hold on. Bacon cheeseburger.
Bacon cheeseburger. There you go.
You know what?
That's the fucking most anti everyone else thing you can possibly eat is a bacon cheeseburger. Because first of all, think about how many cows go into a ground hamburger patty, and the Hindus they'd freak out, right? Oh, there's bacon on it. Well, the Jews and the Muslims are out. There's cheese on it. Well, that's not fucking kosher either. So I guess the Jews are out twice. Oh, the bread? Are you gluten-free? Too fucking bad. It's a bacon cheeseburger, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
It checks so many boxes. Only
yeah, vegetarians and vegans, I guess you could throw them in either way.
Oh yeah, there you go. There's another one. The vegans and the vegetarians are out. There's only certain people who can eat a bacon cheeseburger, and I'm one of them.
Damn it, Honda. Now I want a hamburger.
Get a Baconator, bro.
But I think that's the next thing that's going to happen with weed is imagine if you could get strains of weed that when you inhale it, you get that feeling of, oh, I just had a cheeseburger.
I think someday they're going to just have pills that you take. It's like, man, I'm hungry. Gulp, pill. Hey, I'm not hungry anymore. We're good.
Well, if you've ever played Starfield, they do. It's called chunks. They're little cubes.
I haven't. Okay, when I was a kid, I thought of this idea that they should come up with that still to this day no one has come up with. Right? And I thought about this when I was a little kid. You know, like they have like dog food in a bag, and you buy the bag of dog food, and it's got all of the nutrients and minerals and proteins and fats in the correct proportions that's optimal for the dog's health. And all you have to do is measure out an amount of that dog food and give it to your dog. And as long as you do that on a daily basis, it will extend the life of your dog and improve his teeth and do all of these things for the dog that are positive. Why don't they have human food?
I mean, Matt, do you want to say it or should I?
Go ahead, because I don't know what you're going to say.
Soylent Green.
These people.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, food fatigue. Exactly, because then you wouldn't eat the shit out of it. Maybe you have like 3 different flavors of human food or something, but like you never want to eat too much human food because it's just kind of meh.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think dogs, like, on a baseline, don't care as much. Because you think about it, in the wild, like, their closest relative, you know, like wolves, just eat meat all the time. Like, and they don't care. They eat any part. And most likely they're eating kind of the same thing over and over again, too. Like, it's like, we killed a caribou today. What did we kill last week? A caribou.
Do you know what the best spice that you can possibly put on food is? It's called hunger. If you're hungry enough
and tired and kind of damp, man,
a wet cheeseburger tastes good.
Hey, just remember, some animals, like bears and coyotes, eat their prey ass first.
Yeah, they like eating the fucking innards and the organs. They love the organs.
Hey, man, some people like going for the ass first. I'm just saying, don't judge.
I wonder
Which is weird because, like, we don't eat. It seems like we barely eat any of the organs. Like, we eat liver, but when's the last time you had liver?
Yeah. I don't like liver.
Or cow tongue.
Yeah, when's the last time you had cow tongue?
I've never had it, and I won't. You can't make me.
My mom tricked us into eating it one time when I was a kid.
Or what's that one weird thing where it's like the lining of the cow's stomach? I think it's called tripe.
Yeah, I've had menudo one time, and I'm like, no, thank you. You Mexicans are weird. Why would you eat this shit?
Hey, man. Barbacoa.
Although I do enjoy a good sausage, because sausages come in intestines, like the good ones.
Barbacoa is pretty good, and that's goat face.
At least that's meat, though. Like, I can understand eating a face, you know. Just like you just get little tiny bites of it, you know. You never get like a good chunk.
Yeah, it's just.
All depends.
It's just shredded meat. That's how they prepare it.
You know, I think about that, like barbacoa, the fact that chicken wings used to be, you know, like poor people food. How many chickens and goats did they have to kill before you came up with enough for dinner? Like,
all the hens that wouldn't give you eggs anymore, guess what? To the guillotine.
there's a lady on Instagram. She has like pet chickens, and like she'll go in and collect the eggs, and she's like, "What nuggets? Either it's chicken eggs or chicken thighs for dinner. Make a choice."
Dude, if I was gonna grow chickens, I'd get some of those. I forget what they're. I think they're like New Jersey Goliath or something like that. I forget what they're called, but they're like the biggest breed of chicken that exists on Earth. And these things are like they're like turkeys, bro. Anyway.
Oh, Jesus.
90 degrees here today, Matt.
I think it got up to 60 here.
You're finally in like livable weather.
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm
I gotta
fucking.
tell you-
Let's see. Right now, well, right now it's 43. What was the high today?
Yeah, overnight lows. Don't
Oh,
matter.
dude, no, never mind. It only got up to 45 today. Goddamn. See, living here has fucking ruined me. I thought for sure it was like 60 today because I was like, damn, it's kind of starting to warm up. And it only got to 45. And I was like turning fans on in my house.
The question is, was it sunny?
Yeah, it was sunny.
There's the reason why.
I all living here has like lowered my threshold for what I think is hot. Because now if it's in the fucking 20s outside, I feel fucking fine. I feel great. Like I'm like, this is fucking awesome weather. You know what I mean?
That's the Midwest for you.
And now it's like it was 45 degrees today, and I was like, oh man, it's fucking warming up. Fucking shit.
Dude, it was the winter without winter in Colorado.
Oh,
winter
I think
long.
we must have stole your winter because it was still snowing. It snowed 4 days ago here.
Yep.
The entire winter for Denver, the entire winter, all storms combined, we got 13.4 inches of snow.
I think we've gotten like 300 and something.
Okay.
I know parts of Ohio got up to 60 inches.
Like usually we get, I don't know, 4 feet, something. I don't even know what the average is in a year.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly what it is here, but there's a dude that I fucking follow on Facebook, and all he does is like track fucking weather in this part of Michigan. And I want to say, because he adds, whatever it is, but it was like 327 inches of snow we've gotten this year, or some shit like that.
Okay, so average in my area is 6 feet per season. So we got 1 foot instead of 6 this year.
Okay. I don't think it was this month. It was last Monday in Alabama. In a 24-hour time period, we went from 70 degrees outside to tornado warnings and active tornadoes to 28 degrees and there was snow.
Nice.
Yeah, sounds about right for the last
bipolar ass weather, man.
And the weather in
Yeah.
Denver's been like Southern California this entire like last year during the summer, this whole winter, and like right now. It's like I live in LA. It's crazy. Weird, dude. So you gonna stay in
there-
Michigan or what? You just like live there now? This is where you're at?
I guess for now. I mean, my daughter wants to go to college here, so
Yeah, there you go. Where does she want to go? Michigan State?
yeah, because they have a really good
Go Spartans.
forensics program.
You better get some money there, buddy. Going to a fucking Michigan State, how much is that per year?
Well, this is where her being Hispanic comes into play.
Oh, see.
muy bien.
You just walk up. I as poor illegal immigrant, please,
Yeah.
please funding.
Yep.
Hell yeah, bro.
So
Too bad all my kids are white. That sucks.
yeah, fuck your white kid.
Daggum whitey.
They're just white males. That's all I make is white males.
Yeah, I made one of those, but he's doing good. So
And we got to
Yeah.
protect those little white males, man.
yeah,
Make sure that
white kids. Keep
When
the
we
little
leave
white
this
kids
world,
safe.
it's a little bit better for them, and I don't care if I catch some fucking shit from people who disagree with me in the meantime if I can make it better, you know? In fact, bring on the shit. I feel like on the other side, we're gonna fucking... we're gonna find out some stuff. I don't know. That's a me thing.
Fucking white people.
Yeah, dude, we're the best.
Shit. Let's see. There's a heat dome in California. The fuck is a heat dome? I don't even know what that is. I'm from Texas. I should know that shit. I feel like that's
Yeah, you should know that shit.
maybe that's just Texas. Maybe that's why we didn't call it anything. It just called living in Texas. I don't know.
It's just existing.
Yeah, it sounds like just part of being in Texas. It doesn't sound like anything different.
Well, you know this. The reason why nobody messed with Texas was Chuck Norris.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
It's on now, I
dang it.
guess.
You know what? We really thought 2026 was going to be our year. It's not. We lost Chuck.
Yeah, that's pretty sad, man.
I mean, he was 84 years old. Like,
Still, it's sad. 86.
was it 86? I thought it was 84.
It says 86 right here.
That's right. He was born in 1940.
Dude, he was alive for World War II. That's crazy.
He was alive for World War II. That's wild.
The funny thing is he was born the day before Nazi Germany surrendered.
He just made it.
Like he was born, and then they're like, "Oh shit, we
Look.
better surrender."
Norris is here.
I don't think that's accurate, but sure.
Oh, it's accurate.
If anything, I feel like he might have been born right before Japan attacked, and Japan went, "Oh God, we know who's come. We have to move now. It's our only chance."
Nope, he was literally born the day before Germany surrendered.
But
Yeah.
I thought it just said he was. Are you actually messing with me? Or are you being serious?
I am serious.
He was born in 1940, though.
No, he was born in 45.
March 10th, 1940.
Yeah,
It wasn't that hard to find.
yeah, that's what I was saying. Because I just saw a photo. It was 1940 to 2026. So he was. Yeah. Oh, he had just turned. It was actually just his birthday was March 10th, so he just turned 86. Well, at least you got. to
Imagine dying on your birthday. Like everyone's there to like celebrate your birthday. You're like, "Oh, Grandpa, it's your birthday. You're 80." Grandpa.
My goal in life, and I make no effort into this, so I don't know how it's going to happen. I'm really
Why is
leaning
that
on
funny to me?
your medical technology here. I want to live to be 101 because I was born in 99, and I want to be able to say I lived in 2 millenniums and 3 centuries. And I want to get interviewed by like the hologram news, and then I can die.
I'd have to make it to 120 for that to be true. I don't think I'm gonna make it.
I'd have to, make it quite a ways. It's not gonna happen.
Because I remember being a kid and reading an article. It was a lady who was born in 1899, and she's lived to 2000.
Yeah, see, but okay, was she cool though?
I mean, I guess. I don't know. She's just
I
talking
mean, you
about
saw
all
the
stuff.
interview. Was she cool, or was she just some like really old ass fucking lady who's like, "Ah!"
Well, it was an article.
Oh damn it, okay.
Yeah.
Like there's like really old, like 1960s, 1970s recordings of dudes who were alive for the Civil War, or maybe they're older than that. I don't know what year they were recorded, to be honest. But like they were talking to like the video I saw was like the last surviving member or the last surviving Civil War like Union soldier or something like that, and he was like some drummer boy who was there for all of these battles and stuff.
I mean, that would have had to have been in like maybe the 1950s.
Yeah, it was something like that. It was black and white. I don't know what year it was that they recorded it. It was old, but it's cool that it's there because you can go and watch something. Like, dude, they like that's firsthand account of the Civil War on recording. Like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But that's wild to think about. In World War I, like the people.
How many times did he drop the N-word in that interview?
I mean, that was like all he said, really. I don't know.
It's just
couldn't understand what he was saying besides that. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, crazy. Bloodlaced anarchy. My old neighbor was dying and literally had her kids with her for a final birthday and died the next morning.
I mean,
That's
not bad, dude. You get to like spend your last day with all your family and shit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
like
dude.
celebrating. I mean, that's a good way to go out.
You know, every time that there's a daylight savings time and they make it so that you get less sleep, the heart attack death rate jumps by 25% for a short period of time.
We really got to do away with that.
I believe that.
I don't care which time system we get on. Can we just pick one and keep it?
Well, I mean, it's those people who are like borderline, like they're about to die, or they're like, you know, they're fighting to survive, and like the littlest thing will set them over the edge. You know. That's what COVID was for a lot of people too. It wasn't the littlest thing, but it wasn't a big thing. Turns out.
Yeah, let's not mention COVID, okay?
Why? Are you scarred by COVID?
Are you just?
Where did
No,
COVID
I caught
touch
it
you?
for a third time.
I'm still batting 100. I've never gotten it.
I've never.
You
been
know what,
tested,
Jolly? Laugh at my pain.
I
mean,
am.
Guess what? You're gonna get it next.
but I've never actually been tested positive for it. So, as far as I know, I've never got it. Although I guarantee you, I have.
I've tested positive for it twice. Only one of those times did I actually feel sick, and that was that first time. Well, you remember that. You remember when I got sick.
Well, okay, you tested positive twice. How many of those positive tests that came back were false positives? Turns out not zero.
Well, all I know is the first time, obviously, I was actually sick. I caught it, blah, 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 all that shit. The second time, my son was sick. So I took a test too because he was sick, and he got tested and, you know, like, oh yeah, he had COVID. And so everybody in the house just took a test, and I was positive when I took the test. I didn't feel anything, but it said technically I had been exposed to it. So I had it, but I didn't get sick.
I think the move is, if you ever want like a week off of work, you just go buy like 10 tests and take all 10 of them. And then when one of them comes back positive, you're like, oh, see,
Yeah. Now, you don't even have to do that, dude. You just take a picture of a positive COVID test or get one offline, dude.
and send it to your boss.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm not gonna expect you to come in when you have fucking COVID.
And can I see the test? Like, no.
No, I would have to come in and expose you to do that. So no.
All right, somebody needs to. I'm really not that much on the edge, but someone's got a Glock Gen 5, but it's got the stainless, like aluminum barrel, and it makes me want to be like Bad Boys 2. Like Will Smith's guns.
Between record high temperatures and record low snowpack, Colorado is a tinderbox. This summer may be a race between Mother Nature and our Democrat leadership to see who can burn the state down faster.
Yeah.
That's concerning.
Yeah. Colorado.
Well,
Such a
I'm
great-
gonna bounce, guys. I am getting very tired, so
Oh, you fucking COVID-ridden pussy.
hey, I don't want to start snoring like Duke does.
Yeah, no shit.
At least I'm being considerate.
I feel like you would snore, kind of like SpongeBob, like me 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 me.
That's how everybody in Ohio snores.
No,
Actually,
that's how everybody snores in
That's a-
Alabama.
No, that's the mating call of Ohio.
Oh.
Hey, Jolly, you're all into
The
film.
mating call of Ohio was, "Hey, I got meth."
Jolly,
Four raccoons.
you were a film critic major, yes?
Technically,
Okay, I want you to watch this. How long is this? It's not very long. 1 minute video. Can we watch this 1 minute video, Matt? Is
Sure.
that okay? So there was
Okay,
for
okay.
context. For
Sinners.
context, yeah, it's Sinners. It's the Michael B. Jordan video or movie that they did.
yeah.
And go.
This is what black horror is. It is them living out revenge porn fantasies. So they demonize white people and say, you are villains in our lives, and we are going to literally cast you as a villain in a horror movie. Then we're going to kill you. And then we're going to say, oh no, we weren't killing you, white people. We were killing the villains in our horror movie. Oh, right, a horror movie you made intentionally so that you could kill white people and get off on killing white people. You fucks. And by the way, you kill white people about 20 times more than we kill you. And you kill black people about 1,000,000 times more than we kill black people. You kill black people more than the Klan could ever dream of killing black people, or did. The Klan killed a few thousand in the entirety of their lives. And even that number is in question. And if you want to get super advanced, a lot of the people that died
Okay, I didn't realize this was going to be a defense of the Klan.
deserve to die.
We are us.
Anyway,
Okay. Fucking shit.
I didn't know where this was going, bro.
I
agreed with the first part where it's like they're breaking down the video from they're making a revenge porn movie where they're intentionally casting white people as the bad guys so that they can make a movie about killing the white people. And then when the white people are like, hey, why are you killing all these white people in the movie? You're like, well, they're just KKK members, and of course we can kill them, and that's a good thing. Are you against killing KKK members? Ha ha ha. And they get to live out the fantasy of killing the people that they've demonized.
I don't think that tracks because they kill a lot of black people too.
Fair.
Because the whole plot of the movie is that they like it's vampires.
Right, but okay. Yeah, fair.
And also the white guy was Irish. So like that's one of the most oppressed white people.
Yeah, that doesn't count as white. Right?
Yeah. No, more than half of the vampires they kill are black.
Yeah, and they're friends. Like spoiler alert, but like that's what happens.
They're like out of all the people, it's like 5 white people that show up as vampires. Now, I will say at the end of the movie, if you've watched the end of the movie,
which is the only part that I have watched,
then the Klan actually does show up to the club.
Yes,
at
like
the
they
end.
do show up. Yeah, so like the Klan is so maybe that part, but the
Maybe that part when they
conflict,
actually do
no.
kill the Klan members, but like the majority of the movie where it's vampires, more than half the vampires are black. So
were the Klan members vampires too?
no, they were just
No, that's just unrelated.
So they're just like, we're killing vampires, and also here's some Klan members.
It's a little more.
It's a little more complicated.
It's a little more of a seamless transition from one to the other, but yes, basically.
But yes. So basically, like
It's actually a really good fucking movie.
It's really good. The building it takes place in is like, was it like the Michael B. Jordan characters bought it from a guy who's in the Klan.
Yeah.
And so like that's a background threat, but then the vampire stuff happens and that becomes the major problem.
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough. I don't know. All I saw was the scene at the end where he's just like, he's killing all the white people, and then he takes the fucking cigarettes from the white guy and then like lights it and fucking kills him and doesn't even give him a drag. It's like, bro.
That's the very end.
Yeah.
And he's like, isn't he like a World War I vet or something?
Yeah, both of them. Yes, I forget. I forget which one's which. Which one's Smoke, which one's Stack. But like,
yeah,
I think Stack. Stack is the one who's the vet who smokes.
Yeah, well, because the other one, obviously, not gonna give away spoilers, but we know what happens to him.
Yeah,
I don't know. Watching that without context was a lot different than watching it with context, I suppose. Because without context, it looked pretty bad.
Yeah, it's just that end scene where where the Klan shows up after everything has happened that night, and all the vampire shit's happened, and he's like fucking, like everybody he knows is fucking dead.
Yeah, they're all dead or gone.
And then the Klan show up to fuck with him at the end of the fucking movie.
So that's why he kind of goes on like the murder rampage, because he's like, I got nothing left to lose.
Yeah. And yes, Haley Steinfeld was supposed to be mixed race in that movie because she's actually is mixed race in real life.
Yeah, that's actually filming the movie. She found out about that. I saw an interview. Like her grandfather was black.
Well, she has one of her grandparents is black and the other one's Filipino. But yes, so she played fucking mixed race or whatever in that movie.
It was really funny. I was on a road trip with my family and we were stopping to eat somewhere, and I think the Buffalo Bills were playing on the TV, and the quarterback like was doing something and like scrambling, and I was like, God, can they not hit him? And my sister goes, you just want to hit him because he's Haley Steinfeld's husband. And I said, oh, I didn't realize it was him. Murder him.
Wow. You got a thing for her, huh?
Yes, that is my like female celebrity crush. Yours is Idris Elba. Mine's Haley Steinfeld.
Hey, man. Well, it's Selma Hayek first. Above all else. Let's get that straight. Okay. Anyway.
That's fair.
Yeah. Anyway. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to shut this shit show down. We've been going for a couple hours. It's time to wind her back. I got to get some sleep. I'm going to do a bunch of shit tomorrow on my day off. I'm going to go see that new movie, Hail Mary.
I've heard nothing but good things about that.
The book was written by the same guy that wrote The Martian. And it's a lot of the same people who did The Martian doing this movie. And I fucking love The Martian. And I've heard nothing but good things about the movie so far. And my wife has never seen a movie in IMAX before, so we're going to go to the IMAX theater. So,
before you get off, did you talk about the Dune trailer yesterday during the Geek chat?
Oh, no, we didn't.
Okay, the Dune trailer came out.
Yeah, I've seen it.
But it's coming out the same day as Avengers Doomsday. Like, they're not moving dates.
That'll be an interesting weekend.
Dune has all the rights to all the IMAX theaters that weekend.
Oh, shit. Well,
so, we'll
see what happens. My priority will be Avengers, but, maybe I'll see 2 movies that weekend. Anyway. All right, ladies and fuckers. We're going to get out of here. I'm going to go get some fucking sleep. I will see y'all next time. Adios, amigos, and deuces, yo, and shall not pee in fridge, and the Shibanamada depressions, and the Batakath cares, and all that good shit. Enjoy the rest of y'all's weekend, and we will see you guys next time.
Don't drive diesel.
Yep. Later, guys.